Assalamualaikum and very good morning. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nohidayah binti Sharizan. My matching number is 2013911580. I'm studying in program UR6523008, Electronic Telecommunication Design. Today I would like to discuss about my assignment 3. This assignment cover topic flip-flop. My lecture name is Encik Amir Nazrin bin Abdul Rahim. This is the question 1. So based on this question, we need to draw the output waveform of Q for a negative 8 triggered JK flip-flop with active low, clear and preset. In this question, we have to refer the truth table of JK flip-flop and asynchronous output for preset and clear. Asynchronous input for preset and clear will be function when they are in active low. For example, if preset equal to 0, the output will be 1. If clear equal to 0, the output will be 0. As we can see in this waveform, if the preset or clear in active high, the output for Q will refer the input of JK. If the preset and clear in active low, the output for Q will refer the input of asynchronous. It will ignore the input of JK. This is the truth table for JK flip-flop and asynchronous input. As we can see that we have two data for asynchronous, which is preset and clear, and this asynchronous will be function when they are in active low. Next, we go to question 2. In this question, we need to identify the type of flip-flop and we need to draw the output waveform for W, X, Y and Z. And the initial output value we assume as 0. So, if you can see, in this question, we have 4 flip-flop, which is FF1 is SR flip-flop, FF2 is JK flip-flop with negative 8 triggered, FF3 is T flip-flop and FF4 is D flip-flop. Based on this question, we have 3 positive 8 triggered flip-flop and 1 negative 8 triggered flip-flop. Next, we go to output waveform. In this question, we start our output waveform from 0. The output for W, we will refer the SR flip-flop to table. In SR flip-flop, we use the positive 8 triggered. The output from SR flip-flop will enter the JK flip-flop. The output for X will refer the JK flip-flop with negative 8 triggered. Next, the input from B will be the input for T flip-flop. From T flip-flop, we need to find output for Y. The output for Y will remain 0 when the input is 0, while the output will toggle when the input is 1. Last, the output for Q bar from SR flip-flop will be the input for D flip-flop. In D flip-flop, we know that what is data input, that will be the data output for D flip-flop. This is the truth table for SR flip-flop, JK flip-flop, D flip-flop and T flip-flop. Next, we go to question 3. In this question, we need to draw the output waveform for Q and Q bar. Based on this question, this is D flip-flop. The output for D flip-flop will same as the data input of D flip-flop, but in this D flip-flop also have a clear and preset. As we know, if clear or preset in active low, the output will refer the clear or preset and ignore the data input in D. So, this is the output waveform for Q and Q bar. Next, this is the truth table for asynchronous input and D flip-flop. Last, we go to question 4. In this question, we know that this is the D flip-flop we enable. In this question, we need to find the output waveform for each Q output. As we can see, we have 4 Q output, which is Q0, Q1, Q2, and Q3. Each Q output have the initial condition, which is Q0 will start the waveform with 0, Q1 will start the waveform with 1, Q2 will start the waveform with 1, and Q3 will start the waveform with 0. So, this is the output waveform for Q0, Q1, Q2, and Q3. As we can see, the Q0 will start the output waveform with 0, the Q1 will start the output waveform with 1, the Q2 will start the output waveform with 1, and the Q3 will start the output waveform with 0. As we can see, Q0 will follow the data input at D0 and Q1 will follow the data input at D1, Q2 will follow the data input at D2, and Q3 will follow the data input at D3. That's all from me. Thank you for watching.